wherever all of you are. Good morning, good morning. What were their names? I'm trying to remember. The very tall one. Oh my God, I used to remember all their names. I can't remember right now. It was Promsy, Prodigal.
And
was
Lazy.
it Lazy?
Lazy.
But initially, I think there were four,
Yeah,
right?
there were four.
And then
That was
one
the other
went
one who
away,
left.
and then it was three of them. So Promsy, Lazy, that was Prodigal, right? Yeah, there was. Anyway, oh, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? You need some tea? You need some water?
No,
Do you
I'm
need some
fine.
water?
I think you just came
Do
up.
you need water?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, all right. That's how the English would say, do you need water?
Yeah,
But in Ghana, we say, do you need water?
Or do you want some tea?
Do you want some tea?
In it,
But we would
in it.
say, do you want some tea?
Yeah, certainly.
Anyway.
Well, a number of issues have come up
Too
more
many of
recently.
them.
Yeah, apart from the World Cup issues,
Yeah.
the AFCON issues,
Yeah.
the whole conversation about government expenditure, GFA budgets on the Black Stars. We also know that, well, we are paying too many taxes.
Too many taxes.
Because we're all paying, so we have to get all the conversations going. And we have one this morning.
Yes, the emissions tax.
Mm-hmm.
And just to refresh your memory or your minds this morning, or if you haven't heard at all, starting today or effective today, the 1st of February 2024, so long as you own a car in this country that drives on any road in any corner in this country, you are supposed to pay this tax. Now, the levy amount varies based on the type of vehicle and its engine capacity. Motorcycles and tricycles are required to pay 75 Ghana cedis per annum, while motor vehicles, buses and coaches up to 3,000 cc are required to pay 150 Ghana cedis per annum. And then motor vehicles, buses and coaches above 3,000 cc, cargo trucks and articulated trucks are required to pay 300 Ghana cedis per annum. And there are too many questions on the minds of people that why are we paying this emission tax or emission levy when we already have an existing sanitation tax that we pay already, and there are even some taxes on some of these petroleum products that we already buy. And some of the arguments on ground is also that this emanated, or this was a fallout from all the COP, you know, conventions and meetings that we've had. And it's across board. I mean, it's global, only because we would have to promote clearer air. The air that we breathe in must be clearer and must be safer for all of us. And we just want to ask this morning, what do you make of this tax?
Okay. So,
effective today? You want to read out something?
yeah,
right?
so
Okay.
the current or the existing structures by way of the line items for taxes, by way of the handles also for consumers, currently, before the coming into place this very day of the emissions tax, we have the Energy Fund Levy, Sanitation and Pollution Levy. So already we have the Price and Stabilization Levy within the downstream sector. And so when it comes to that, you have special petroleum tax that you pay. All right. There's a Rural Fund Levy as well. The Energy Debt Recovery Levy, you pay through ESLA. So the question is, these are just bundled up taxes. And because government thinks that, well, we've gone to the IMF, we need to make sure that we do right by ourselves to be able to collect more. If you speak to many economists and those who tend to watch what revenue comes in, they'll tell you that these are just one of the means, even though when it came to what the justification was or the rationale by the finance minister was that we wanted to move from a fossil fuel dominated motor or transport sector into one that has more environmentally friendly policy injections. And so the rationale is we want to have more electronic cars or some more eco-friendly cars in the system. Are we
supposed to be using Teslas in Ghana
now?
Well,
it's a big question, because if you take a look
Wow.
at if you take a look at the normal transporter, whether that person is a motorist or that person owns the car or somebody who takes a public transport, etc., the key question is whether you can afford. And already, if you look at the segment of the population that tend to take commercial transport. They form the bulk of those who tend to have cars.
Yeah.
So why would you put in place this emission levy on the cars? Of course, the cars are owned by individuals.
Yes,
so if you have the bulk also of the cars in public transportation for commercial purposes, it also means that they are going to pass on that cost to the ordinary consumer.
Yeah.
So if the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, as well as other transport unions, decide to pass on the cost, then it begins to create some level of tension. And again, if you can just take us through before I'm told we have a caller.
Yes, we have a caller. So let's speak to the caller before we come to the amount, the differential amounts that we are supposed to pay this morning. Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Good morning. Anand Sapavan.
Okay, Anand, speak to us.
Thank you. God bless you too as well. Yesterday on your program in the morning, the NPP who called Awal or whatever, he was telling your colleague Anita and Co that they haven't had any new taxes. The tax is not new. Is it not today that a fresh tax starting today?
It's effective today, yes.
Yes, sometimes those politicians will come and throw tax on we the citizens our iron. They will end up, we will end up suffer. You understand? Yesterday they actually said no, we haven't had any new tax. It's the old taxes that we have, some of them have been increased and those stuff. And he was not even giving Anita time to even talk. And then we should see what is happening. And also, let's do this thing. Madam, we want the person who established the Ghana digital center, the person who built. You people should educate us on it. Because everybody will come and say, Baumia brought digital. Does Baumia know how they build the digital center? I thought it built at 2016. And if it's 2016, by then, Baumia was not even a vice president. So he has come and questioned something and he's taking share of it that I did it. They should tell that man that he should stop lying and tell us the truth. Thank you.
All right. Thank you too for your time this morning. Roland, you're going to read out something.
No, I just wanted you to take us again through the...
Okay. All right. Now, for those of us who do not even understand what CC means cubic capacity or cubic centimeters, the engine capacity of your car. Now, it's stating here that if your engine capacity is below 100, 3,000. Let me actually read it from here because what's on the screen is not projecting what I want. Okay. Now, motorcycles and tricycles are required to pay 75 Ghana cedis per annum. 75 Ghana cedis per annum. Now, motor vehicles, buses, and coaches up to 3,000 cubic centimeters. So it means that if you have a car whose engine capacity is up to 3,000 cc, you are required to pay 150 Ghana cedis. 150 Ghana cedis. Now, if your engine capacity is above 3,000, then that's where you pay 300 Ghana cedis annually. And for cargo trucks and for articulated trucks, you also pay 300 Ghana cedis. So my concern here this morning, Roland, is every time we introduce these taxes and these levies into the country, there's very low stakeholder engagement. And that's my confusion this morning.
It's deliberate.
Yeah. So, but why must it be deliberate? We've been
because
sitting...
they want to forcibly make you pay.
I don't even understand. So you've got the media, you've got print media, you've got TV, you've got radio, the social media. How much of this sensitization have we seen? How much of this activation have we seen? Have you come into the communities to be able to explain to us what this tax even means in the first place, the different categories that are going to be existing, how much we are supposed to pay annually, and how we would even do the payments? Because I'm told that you would have to use a governmental portal to pay, and then after you pay, okay, there's a caller on the line. Yes, good morning. I'm told you're calling from Pusiga, but what's your name, please?
I'm called Abdulaziz Atiza.
Okay, Abdulaziz, let's hear you this morning.
Yeah, prior to 2020 election and 2016 elections, government told us that they are going to move from taxation to production.
Yes.
But now it's moved from taxation to taxation. Yes. So and then the taxes already were overbearing when it comes to taxes, and then they are adding new taxes every day, every month, every year. I think this government doesn't deserve to be in office after now. They are supposed to keep office, inshallah.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Okay, so that's what's on your screens this morning. Oliver, please bring it back and let's see what these taxes are going to be moving forward, because we are told that it's effective today, the 1st of February 2024. So just to remind you again, motorcycles and tricycles are paying 75 Ghana cedis. Now, if you own a vehicle, motor vehicles, buses and coaches that are up to 3,000 engine capacity, 3,000 cubic centimeters, you're paying 150 Ghana cedis annually, not a month though, you're paying it annually. And then if you own a vehicle which is above 3,000 cubic centimeters, you're paying 300 Ghana cedis. And of course, for cargo trucks and articulated trucks or vehicles, you are also paying 300 Ghana cedis annually. So we are asking you this morning what you make of these taxes, and if you even know how you're going to be paying. Christopher is on the phone line this morning. Chris, welcome to TV3 New Day. Where are you calling from?
Yeah. My opinion, the way this government or the way these people, our politicians are doing, is very bad. If you look at the way they are even misusing our taxes, can you imagine yesterday when I saw the salary and the dation of the GRA force and other things, and the ordinary people, if you go to the schools, you see people lying on the floor, and they will take these taxes, and they will be using V8, other things, and enjoy themselves. So what is this country going? They're spending our money anyhow, everywhere. If we see them the way they are misusing our money, and if you want to talk, they say that because of they are doing what this country is going. As if you are going, some people are in heaven and some people are in hell. But you people, especially you, the media people, go to many two of them, our schools. If you go to classrooms, all the people, they are lying on the floor.
All right.
They lie on the floor. They don't have books. And the politicians, they will tell them that they shouldn't allow media people to come and investigate or see what is happening. But they will impose these taxes everywhere. And things are going bad. You, the media people, you have to try and see how you can move this country forward. Okay. Otherwise, you get up one day, we are in democracy. So we are not in democracy. I'm telling you, we are not in democracy. If you look at the way things are going. Thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling us. You can also call us and let us know what you make of the newest levy in town, the emissions levy, which is effective today, 1st of February 2024. Roland, should I come to you or go to another caller on the phone at the moment? Anyway, so let's go over it again. Motorcycles and tricycles, 75 Ghana cedis. If you own a vehicle which is above or which is up to 3,000 cubic centimeters, you're paying 150 Ghana cedis annually. If it's above 3,000 cubic centimeters, you're paying 300 Ghana cedis. And for all cargo trucks and articulated trucks, you pay 300 Ghana cedis. Now, it says here that all persons who are required to pay the emissions levy are to register and pay the levy on the Ghana.gov platform, only. That is the only way you can pay. Now, under Section 44 of Act 1112, a person required to issue a road use certificate, driver and vehicle licensing authority, the DVLA, and other testing centers shall demand evidence of payment of the levy before issuing a road certificate. So it means that when it is time for you to go and renew your DVLA certificate without this payment on the Government of Ghana platform, or without this payment of the emissions tax, your roadworthy will not be renewed. There's another caller on the phone. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm Solomon Mills. I'm calling from Tichina.
Okay, Solomon, let's hear you.
Please, I think the best decision for this country is for our leaders to serve the country.
Why do you say that?
Because with the youth of this country, we do find it difficult to get married. Because looking at what we are earning at the end of every month and our expenses, we even find it difficult to get married. So I think the best decision is for the leaders to serve the country. Thank you very much.
How old are you?
Solomon.
29 years, getting to 30.
Okay. And you are not married yet, are you?
Yeah, because looking at what I'm earning at the end of the month and my expenses, I didn't find it difficult. I didn't fear to get married.
Are you Mensa Charles?
No, he's Solomon.
Okay.
He's Solomon.
Okay, so there's a Mensa Charles who says that Ghana dear, where we catch we for Selamo. That's on our stream on Facebook. Evans Ibn Samba, Kwesi Mensa in the US. Thank you for joining us. Uncle Charles in the UK, good morning to you. And we have a couple of sentiments also there. And this one from Sher Kobe says, duplication of taxes saw and nothing to show for. And government appointees will come to studios and be shouting in our ears, trying to justify these wicked policy actions by equalizing. Whilst we know that a determination was made to bring this government into power in 2016. Okay. And then we have more of you also raising the concerns. Mohammed Ibrahim Al-Hassan, who is also raising the concern as well, and a couple of you. Well, Charlie.
So it means that this tax has come to stay. It is actually mandatory, because without it now, you cannot renew your roadworthy certificate. Wow. So it means that there's nothing that government is going to do about this.
Once it's gone through the parliamentary process where we have the Fees and Charges Act amended, it also means that the cost is borne at the service center. And so it is just a giving. I mean, we're just speaking the English. So they'll just give you the bill that you should pay this. So when you go to DVLA, any of the DVLA centers.
And if you don't pay, you will not get your roadworthy certificate.
Yes, certainly.
And if you don't have that, it means that you cannot drive in the country.
Certainly.
Okay, then it looks
unless you're driving illegally, of course.
And you can't drive illegally in the country. Police will catch you.
No, people who are doing it.
Really? There's another caller on the line.
Well, good morning to you.
Oh, we don't have a caller? Okay. All right.
Okay. So when it went through the committee processes, committee said it has thoroughly examined the bill and is convinced that the passage of the proposed emissions levy bill 2023 purely will improve environmental management while controlling general levels of air and water pollution in Ghana. All right. The thing is
air and water pollution.
Yeah. Okay.
Did they add water pollution? Are they serious about it?
Yes.
Because
air and water pollution.
Because we're still battling with Galamsey.
Wow.
So I don't know how these taxes will aid us in
the gases that also tend to circulate on the surface of the earth, they also circulate on surface of water.
Okay.
So that's why the water pollution has also been added.
And they will be accountable and show us what all these taxes are going into, what they've been able to do with it. They'll be able to give us quarterly reports, annual reports, for us to know exactly what is going on.
Well, for all revenue that's collected, you just go to the DVLA, and I'm sure even if there's a right of refusal, you can go through the RTI process and you get what the numbers are.
Okay.
Well, we have to cross over to Johnny Hughes with Johnny's Bite.